Let's solve homework exercise number 1 from section 10.6, homework exercises involving trigonometry. All right, we're supposed to fill in each blank so that the resulting statement is true. All right, the expression sine A, which represents the sine of an angle, so, okay, it's pretty much same words, is defined by the length of the side. Sine of the angle is the side, angle A is the side opposite. So there's angle A, and if angle A, if we're using this angle, then the opposite side away from that angle is the opposite side, and it's divided by the hypotenuse, which is always the length of the longest side, or opposite the right angle. So opposite the right angle is that side, that's the hypotenuse. Okay? So that is the definition of sine. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Now, if you want to remember, so the word ka, toa. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. Those are the three trig functions. Or some old hippie came hopping through our alley. So you can remember that. Sine opposite, so sine opposite over hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent opposite over adjacent. Okay? Those are your three trig functions. Okay? So now we have the sine is the length of the side opposite divided by the hypotenuse. And this is represented by, again, we said A over C. A is side opposite, C is the hypotenuse. All right, very good. Homework exercise number 2. Fill in the blank the expression cosine, which represents cosine. Remember, cosine, so katoa, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay? Adjacent, side adjacent over hypotenuse. So with respect to angle A, the side that's next to it that forms a right angle would be B, would be the side that is adjacent. And again, opposite the right angle is going to be always the hypotenuse. Okay? All right. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we have the cos of angle A represents the cosine of angle A is defined by the side adjacent to angle A divided by the hypotenuse. And in this case, adjacent to angle A is the B and the hypotenuse is C. So it's B over C is the fraction. All right, number 3, the tangent, so ka toa, tangent toa. So the tangent toa, tangent is the side opposite divided by the adjacent. Okay, the ratio of opposite over adjacent. So with respect to angle A, the side opposite would be A, and the adjacent side would be the leg that forms the right angle next to angle A would be B. So it's going to be the ratio A over B with respect to angle A. Okay? So then we have the expression tan A represents the tangent of the angle defined by the side opposite divided by the side adjacent, and this is represented again, angle A is here, opposite over adjacent would be A over B. All right, let's look at number 4. Use the given right angle to find the ratios in reduced form. Sine of angle A. Okay, the sine, okay, we locate angle A. Sine of angle A is the side opposite over the hypotenuse. With respect to angle A, opposite side away from it that forms part of the right triangle would be the 28, and the side opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, which would be 53. And 28 over 53 does not reduce at all. So you would just leave it in that form, 28 over 53. All right, very good. And let's do, oh, cosine. There's more. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? Cosine equals cosine of, what are we doing? Angle A would be the side adjacent over the hypotenuse. And with respect to angle A, the side adjacent, the leg that's next to it that forms the right angle would be the 45. And the side hypotenuse, again opposite the right angle, is going to be the 53. So it's going to be 45 over 53. All right. My pen is a little bit, it's not 45 over 53. Okay? And the tangent of angle A is opposite over adjacent. So with respect to this angle A, side opposite is 28. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. With respect to, and again, this should be tangent of angle A equals opposite over adjacent. So with respect to angle A, the side opposite is 28, and the side adjacent next to it, the right angle, that forms the right angle, is 45. Okay, and again, none of those, nothing reduces. 28 over 45 doesn't reduce, so we would just put it in as that fraction. All right, very good. Let's look at homework exercise number 5. Okay, this time we have use a given right triangle to find the ratios in reduced form for sine of angle A, cosine tangent. Okay, sine, again, remember, sine of angle A equals opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, with respect to angle A, it's over here. The side opposite is 16. The hypotenuse is 34. All right, and reduced form, and so you can reduce it. 2 goes into both of these. 2 goes into 16 18 times. 2 goes into 34 17. So reduced form would be 8 over 17. Okay. Okay, cosine of angle A is the side adjacent. Cosine of angle A equals the side adjacent over the hypotenuse. Notice we are missing the side adjacent here. We call it B, we're missing it. Now this is a right triangle, so we can use the Pythagorean theorem to get the length of side B. So it's the hypotenuse squared, 34 squared is equal to one leg squared plus the other leg squared. Okay, so 34 squared, if we do that on a calculator, .34 squared is 1156. So 1156 is equal to 16 squared is 256 plus b squared. So we're going to subtract 256 from both sides. So that cancels here, 256. So we're going to get b squared is equal to 1156 minus 256, which will be exactly 900. Take the square root of both sides. So b is equal to the square root of 900, which is a perfect square, which is 30. So that means the side adjacent to angle A is equal to 30. So now we've got this. So the cosine now of angle A is the side adjacent, which is this side right here we just found is 30, over the hypotenuse, which is 34. 2 goes into both, 15 over 17, right? 2 goes into 30 15 times, 2 goes into 34 17 times. So now we have the cosine of angle A is the ratio 15 over 17 in reduced form. And finally, the tangent of angle A, tangent of angle A is the side opposite over adjacent. Angle A, opposite is 16. The adjacent, remember, we just did by the Pythagorean theorem, is 30. 2 goes into both of these, 8. And 2 goes into 30 15 times. So it's going to be 8 over 15 will be the tangent of angle A. Okay, this concludes this section. Solving problems 1 through 5. So homework 10.6. This is your instructor, Dr. Swears. I hope you found this video helpful. If you still need more help, email me through the Canvas course at the FSW portal using the inbox, or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.